How's it going, guys? Steven here. I'm back with another video, okay? I'm back, all right? It's been a couple weeks. You know, I had a pretty busy, came out of a busy month in May, very big month, and then I got hit with a cold, and so been kind of off the map for the past 2 weeks in terms of my social presence. But guess what, guys? I'm back, okay? You can rest easy tonight knowing that. Now, what I want to do, kind of getting back into the swing of things now that I'm back, I'm not sick anymore, I'm kind of back on track with everything, is start a series, a 5-part series of the 5 pillars of website copy, right? And this really translates to, you know, ad strategies, ad copy, and any other kind of marketing slash branding content, okay? But specifically, this is going to be for website and web designs when you're doing that for your business, okay? So this is the 5 pillars of web copy. So if you're in the position where you have a small business, maybe you just started and you're getting your website set up for the first time, the goal for this video series is for you to be able to create your website for your business and have it be effective right off the bat. Because what happens is people set up a social media, they set up their website, they set up the marketing for their business, but it doesn't do anything because they don't know what to do, right? They don't even know what they don't know, and so they have a marketing strategy that's very, very ineffective. Okay, and so what we're going to do here is give you the resources to be able to create good content on your website right off the bat, because you probably don't have the resources to hire on a web designer who knows what they're doing, right? It's very costly because you're a new business if you're watching this, right? So if you are in the position that you want to start investing in your marketing and hiring out an agency to start taking on some of that work for you, I would highly recommend reaching out to us, flexwebdesign.ca. Check out what we do and reach out if it's in line with what you're looking for. But if you are watching this video and you're just starting out your business and you're doing this yourself, this is for you, okay? Everybody else, you can leave the video or do something else with the next 5-10 minutes of your time, okay? Or watch the other videos on my channel. Okay, so just for some context before I get into the series, what we do is flexwebdesign.ca. We are a marketing agency and we work with service-based businesses, okay? And we do this stuff for them on a daily basis, okay? So the things that I'm teaching in this video, we're implementing every single day for our own clients and getting results from it, okay? So these are all tried and true methods. We have tested this out on our clients, on ourselves first, okay? And we've seen the improvements that it's made in their business, in their marketing, okay? And in their website. So getting into it now, the 5 pillars of website copy, part 1, okay? And so what I'm going to do in this video and probably for the rest of the series as well is, excuse me, I'm going to be going over each of the pillars, okay, what they mean, and talk a little bit about them, and then show you what it actually looks like in a practical setting and show you some of our clients' websites and each of the sections that I'm referring to for each pillar, so you can kind of get a real idea of what I'm talking about and the practical implications of what I'm talking about, okay? And so that being said, getting into the first part of this series, the first pillar, okay, or actually I'll go over all 5 pillars first and then go into them. That makes a little bit more sense. So the first pillar of website copy is what do we do, right? And when I say copy, right, website copy, I'm talking about the text that you see on the website. I'm talking about the headings. I don't know if I guess the images are kind of included in that as well. So images, headlines, text that you see on the website, and the way that it's laid out, right? So the context in which a website user is seeing it. Okay, and so the 5 pillars, number 1, are going to be answering these questions. 1, what do we do? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. What do you do as a company? That's the first pillar. Second one, who do we do it for? Okay, if I'm looking down, I have them written here so I didn't forget. Who do you do it for? Okay, so your target demographic. Number 3, how do you do it? What's the unique mechanism by which you get your customers' results better than other companies, your competitors? Number 4, why should somebody choose you, right? So this goes into your social proof, your branding, your values as a company. And number 5, what should they do? What do they need to do if they're interested in taking the next step, right? In reaching out to you, in hiring on your company to do the work for them, okay? So those are the 5 pillars. And the first one that we're going to be talking about today is what do you do, right? What services you offer, okay? And so this goes into your offer as a business. What is your offer? And then also, what are the specific services that you offer, right? So your offer is kind of just one statement for what you do, but your services are a little bit, more tactical. It's broken down a little bit more, right? So what do you do, right? So that's the first pillar. Now, this is really describing, or the goal of this, answering this question, is to show your lead, your prospect, your website visitor, right, that they're in the right place, right? Because let's say you offer landscaping services, okay, and you go to their website, and your website is laid out kind of like a tech software website, right? They're not going to think that they're in the right place, right? A person should know that they are in the right place, that you offer the services that they need within seconds of being on the website. Within the first click, when the website loads up, it should be very, very apparent what services you offer with the text and content that you have on your website, but also the layout and design, right? Like I said before, if your website is laid out and designed like a tech website and they see it right off the bat, but you offer landscaping services, that person's gonna leave right away. So everything about your website needs to scream your services, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut the video, and instead of just explaining a bunch of information, I'm going to cut the video and then go to our clients' websites and show you these sections that kind of refer to that first pillar of answering the question, what do we do, right? What are your services? What are your offer? Show you why that's effective, okay? So I'm gonna cut it right now and I'll catch you in a sec. All right, guys, so we're back here. This is one of our clients' websites, okay, Tyson Landscapes. They are a landscaping company, okay? And so referring back to the first pillar, okay, what do we do? You're answering the question in your website content, the images that people see, the headings, the buttons, etc. That you are a fill in the blank, right? A landscaper, a lawyer, an accountant, right? A construction company. So your beautifully built landscape guaranteed, okay? That kind of ties into the what we do, right? You're saying that this person builds beautiful landscapes, okay? And they also have, this ties into the offer as well, because they have a guarantee that, a quality guarantee, right? A 5-year quality guarantee that their landscape is gonna hold up for at least a minimum 5 years. And if it doesn't, they'll just do the maintenance or repairs for free, okay? And so that's their offer, right? And then we'll go into a little bit more examples after this. Here is the what we do section, okay? Now, a lot of times what the mistake that people make on a website is they'll have a headline here for the what we do section that just says our services or what we do. And it's super, super generic. You do not want to have those kind of headlines on your website. That is the first mistake that most beginners make out when they are creating their websites, okay? So you can see here, it says, we build and transform landscapes for North Shore homeowners. So you take a heading like that versus what we do or our services, it is, instead of being a broad headline, it just says what they do in a simple sentence. It just says what they do. We build and transform landscapes for North Shore homeowners, okay? It's just out in the open. They just know right off the bat. And then right here, you don't have to explain all of your services, right? You just explain a little bit more about, with the help of our extremely well-trained and skilled employees delivering some of the best landscapes in the Lower Mainland, blah, 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 5-year guarantee, okay? So instead of just talking and blabbering on about your services and the different things that you offer, right? Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about just writing paragraphs upon paragraphs about your services. I'll be honest with you, man. When people are on your website, they're not looking to read about your services. They just want to know that you offer those things. And then the next step is them justifying in their minds why they should choose you. And so in order to justify why they should choose you, which is one of the other pillars that we're going to be going over, they don't need to read about your services. They don't care about that, right? They just want to see that you're different, that you're going to accomplish their goal that they have for whatever the problem they have, right? Because that's what's happening on a website. People have a problem. They want to see if you can fulfill on that problem. And so having headlines like we build and transform landscapes for North Shore homeowners, it's specific, it's tactical, it calls out the ideal prospect, right? Which is another pillar that we're going to go over, as well as having a catchy headline, your beautifully built landscape guaranteed. So this is the offer right here. Okay, it doesn't have to be the offer, especially on service-based websites like this. It doesn't have to be a full offer, but something that catches your prospect's attention, that shows them A, that you are reputable, you're trustworthy, and B, that you just offer the services that they need. Because that's what people want to see in the first place, right? They just want to see, okay, this is a landscaper, right? We'll go into another website here. So this is Kaizen Construction, okay? We changed this around recently. So Vancouver's full home renovation specialist, okay? It's descriptive, it's tactical, and it's not just one or two words, right? And so just from seeing this person does full home renovations. Simple as that, right? Another mistake I see people making is they put in this heading here, the heading 1 on their website, they put their business name, so like Kaizen Construction. You don't need to do that, okay? If you have a logo, if you have a business name, just put it in the header navigation and then replace this text with something like this, where it's specific. It has your offer potentially, right? It shows your unique value in a very simple sentence, right? But it's also descriptive, okay? So Vancouver's full home renovation specialist. If you scroll down here, first section, you can see here, we are leaders in value add renovations and dream builds, okay? Again, it's simple, but it's more than just saying our services, right? Because when you have broad headings that a lot of other websites have, people are not going to want to read that, right? But having something like this, we are leaders in value add renovations and dream builds, it's a little bit more interesting, right? People want to read about this, okay? Next, here we have Neat Builds. This is a website we did recently. So our specialties. Now this is a little bit broad, okay? Now the reason we did this is because this website is not optimized for conversions, right? So the specific purpose for this website is really just being a portfolio site for his potential customers, right? And so it doesn't need to convert a lot of customers for him. So that's why we wanted to keep it very, very simple. But you can see here again, dream build, value add, tenant improvement, right? So we go on the website here and then scroll down, and right away the person can see, okay, this person does dream builds, value add, and tenant improvement. All right, so it's right there at the front of the website, as close to the top as possible. Finally, we're going to go over Arctic Fox. So this is a client of ours that we did the website for, Arctic Fox Mechanical. Again, this website was not tailored towards conversions, and so that's why we didn't have a description here saying what they do, because most of his customers come through word of mouth and referrals. But the website is really in line with his brand, and that was the most important thing here. So HVAC services you can trust. All right, heating, cooling, and indoor air quality. Very, very simple, but it also says exactly what they do. Finally, I'll show you ours because it wouldn't really be complete without showing you that we do this for ourselves as well. Now, since we're a marketing company, this website is highly tailored towards conversions. And so that being said, it's just a simple landing page with our social proof, what we do, and then a VSL. So front and center, it says what we do. We will get you more higher paying customers through your website, or you don't pay. So this is very relevant if you are like a marketing agency. It shows you, the text here shows the prospect. It shows the website visitor what the offer is. So what we do in one simple sentence. This is my offer. We will get you more higher paying customers through your website, or you don't pay. And that's what we do for our customers, okay? We will get them more of their ideal clients through their website, or they don't pay. We'll just give them a full refund, okay? And so I hope now at this point, you've seen kind of some of our clients, you've seen what we've done for ourselves, and you, for your own business, whatever you have, it could be a construction business, you might be a contractor, lawyer, accountant, etc. Those are kind of the businesses that we specialize in, as you saw. But you have an idea of what to talk about when we're talking about the first pillar, which is what do we do, right? When you're putting copy on your website, how to lay it out, right? Like we saw before. You want to have it simple, but also descriptive. You want to stay away from any titles and headings that are too broad, like our services, or you saw here, our specialties. If we were creating this website to be tailored towards conversions, I would not have this be our specialties. I would have this say something different, but because we wanted to keep this as minimalistic as possible and just focus on his portfolio with this website, that's why we made this decision. But that being said, you saw when you're having a section on your website, fulfilling that first pillar, which is answering the question of what we do on your website, you want to have a descriptive title that says exactly what you do, as well as some text here. It doesn't have to be laid out exactly like this. You saw with Neat Builds, right? We have this kind of section where it's splitting up the services. You can also lay it out like this, right? Where you have an image, right? So just giving you some kind of creative design ideas. Also like this, where you have a VSL and then your offer, right? So it'll look different for every company, but right now you should have some more ideas about how you want to lay it out and some tactical improvements that you can make on your website if you already have one about that first pillar, which is what do we do? You need to be answering that question so that people know when they come onto your website through the images, the heading on your site, as well as that first section when you scroll down from the header section, what you do, okay? Because if people don't know that, or I shouldn't say if people don't know, I should say rather, if people think you offer different services than you do, or your website kind of isn't in line with your industry, if it's way off, then people are going to leave your website, right? Your bounce rate is going to be super high. People are not going to stay on your website because people make decisions like that on a website, right? Within milliseconds of being on it, okay? And so the next video, we're going to be going over the next pillar, which is who do you do it for, right? So you're going to be explaining through, again, the images on your website, so the messaging, right? What people are seeing, the target demographic. If that person visiting your website is a good fit, I'm going to show you exactly a few ways that we've done it for our customers that really work. So I hope you got some value from this video. Again, please feel free to take a look at our other videos on the channel, and there's a lot of value in there that you can get for your own business in terms of your marketing. And if you are a service-based business, like I said at the beginning of the video, that has the budget, that wants to start investing in their own marketing, feel free to check out this website, flexwebdesign.ca, book a call with us, and we're more than happy to chat with you. But thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one.